Hello, I welcome you to today's lesson. My name is Paul Williams of Virginia. Today we have science. Before we start, as usual, let me know your name. Go to the comment section and write down your name, the name of your school, the name of your town. Today we have science and we are looking at the topic is what? How to use electricity efficiently. How to use electricity efficiently. So today's lesson is about electricity. Electricity. Yes, we have electricity. We use electricity to do so many things. It's very useful, very important. It's something that we cannot live without it. Without it, life will be very difficult because what I'm doing right now, I'm using electricity. So how do we use electricity? What best ways are we supposed to use it? So that's what today we are going to learn. So there are some key words that we need to know the meaning. The first one is efficient. Efficient. So if something is efficient, it means that thing is able to work perfectly without wasting time or energy. So if you are efficient, it means you are able to perform your tasks. You don't waste time, you don't waste energy. Okay. So the next word is incandescent. Incandescent is a type of bulb that we use. We shall look at it. Another one is fluorescent. Fluorescent too is another form of bulb that we use. We shall look at it, don't worry. We have gadgets here. So gadgets means appliances or devices. Okay, so gadgets, appliances. The next word is conservation. Conservation, to conserve something, to preserve something, to protect something. To conserve means to preserve something, so conservation. Okay, so we are looking at electricity. What are some of the things that we use electricity for? When you go home, when you are in school, when you go outside, what are some of the things that we use electricity for? Electricity is used for so many things. In the night or in the evening, we need to get light. So we need electricity so that our bulbs can what? Produce light. We need to listen to news. We need to watch news, watch programs on television. We need electricity. In the morning, when we are going to school, we iron our uniforms. We need electricity before the electric iron can work. So electricity is so important that without it, life will not be comfortable. So we need to know how to use electricity. So today's lesson is all about electricity, importance of electricity, and how we have to use it so that we will not waste it. Do you know that the electricity that we use, we pay for? If you don't know, I'm telling you, your parents, they pay for the lights, the electricity, they pay for it. So if you waste it, your parents will pay more money. So today we are going to look at things that you shouldn't do and things that you have to do so that your parents will not pay huge amounts of light bills, electricity bill. Okay, so let's look at it. We have what we call electricity conservation. Electricity conservation. So electricity conservation is the efficient way of using electrical energy without wasting it. So electricity conservation, how to use electricity without wasting it. The best way to use electricity, efficient way of using electricity without wasting it. So you don't need to waste the electricity. So we are going to look at how we waste electricity. things that we do that's what waste electricity. But let me ask you, the electricity that we have in our room, where do we get it? In Ghana, we have a Kosomo Dam. It is what? Hydroelectric what? Source. Hydroelectric power. So we get it from what? Water. Hydro means what? Water. And then we have other ones. Abuaze, thermal plants. So that place too, they use heat. Thermal, I've told you that electricity. Thermal plants, that one, it is the heat that they use to what? Generate electricity for us. Heat. Thermal means what? Heat. So in Ghana here, we get water. Sorry, we get electricity from water. That is hydro. We get electricity from where? From heat. That is thermal. And we even use the sun, which is solar, to generate electricity. So these are sources that we get what? Electricity in Ghana. Okay. Now, the question or an activity is here. Let learners mention names of things that use electricity in the home. So, in the house, in your home, what are some of the things that you use that needs electricity? Without electricity, those things cannot what? Function. What are some of them? Let's mention them. We are going television, radio, mobile phone, computers, electric iron, fridge, electric stove, washing machine, bulb, air conditioner, fan, what again? Laptop, what again? So all these are gadgets, all these are appliances, all these are devices that need electricity before they can work. Okay. And we have some here. Fan. How you see the fan? Without electricity, can your fan give you what? Air? No. Electric what? Iron. Without electricity, can you iron your uniform? No. Television. Without electricity, can you what? Watch news or football? No. Without electricity, this blender, can it what? Help you blend your vegetables, your fruits and other things? No. Fridge, without electricity, can it work? No. So you have seen that electricity is used. We depend on electricity. In the house, even when we go to church, we go to school, we go to banks, we go to marketplaces, they all use what? Electricity. There are some places without electricity, they can't work. So you should know that electricity is very important. So we need to know how to use it in a way that we will not waste it. Okay. Now, let's see this question. Let's look at this question. How do we use each of them? So these ones, I believe you know how they are used. Okay. What will happen if electrical gadgets are not switched off when they are not in use? So fan, you are going to school, there is no one in the room, you are going to school, you decide not to off the fan, you decide not to turn it off, you left it like that. What do you think will happen? The iron, after ironing, you did not what? Unplug it, you did not turn it off, and you leave it like that. What do you think will happen? You are going to school, the TV is on. So all these things, what do you think will happen if they are not switched off, when they are not in use? What do you think will happen? It will consume a lot of electricity. It will use a lot of electricity. You are not there, the fan is on. No one is in the room. You are leaving the room, the AC is on. There is no one there. The television is on, no one is there. You know that you keep long. Where you are going, you keep long. And you decide not to off all the gadgets. What do you think will happen? You are wasting electricity. Because there is no one there to enjoy the fun. There is no one there to watch the news or the movie. There is no one there to even iron. But the iron too is what? Producing heat. It's using the energy. Okay. So if you are like that, you have to stop. Let's try to use electricity efficiently. Okay. The next one. We are looking at how electrical energy is wasted. So today, look at this thing, the way you waste electrical energy. Your parents have been complaining all the time that they are paying huge amounts of money for electricity. So what you have to do is to follow this so that you conserve energy. You will not let your parents pay more. The first one is that not switching off electrical bulbs when leaving the house or room. So these are some of the things that we do that causes what? Energy or electrical energy to be wasted. So these things, if you do them, it means you are wasting electrical energy. The first one is that not switching off electrical bulbs when you are leaving. If you are not there and the light is on during daytime, if you do that, you are wasting electrical energy. The next one is using incandescent bulbs in our homes. So I shown you, I pronounced the word for you. We saw the word, the incandescent. So this is what? Incandescent bulb. This bulb uses a lot of energy. So if you use this bulb, you have to pay more, or you pay more. So if you have this in your room, what you should know is that because of this, you pay more for using the electricity. Okay, because it consumes huge amount of what? Electricity. So this is incandescent bulb. Incandescent bulb. Okay. The next way, or the next method that we waste electricity is that when we leave electrical or electronic appliances plugged in when they are not in use. So you are not using the thing, but the thing is plugged in. If you do that, you are wasting electricity. If you do that, you are wasting electricity. Okay, so we have seen 1, 2, 3. The next one is that using faulty or second-hand electrical gadgets. Some people, they want cheap things. So instead of them to buy brand new electrical gadgets, they will go and buy home use, second-hand. Those ones have been used already. So even if they are faulty, you wouldn't know. And faulty ones too, they will consume a lot of what? Energy. So if you like second-hand and faulty electrical gadgets, you will pay more for using the electricity because they consume more electricity. The next one is leaving fridge or freezer doors open for a long time. You know, fridge and freezer, they have door. If you pick something from it, you have to close the door. But if you leave it open, it means it has to work more to produce what? To function for you. So we don't need to open them when we finish using it. Don't leave it open. Don't leave the doors open. Close it. Okay. The next one is putting hot food directly into a working fridge. So if you want to put something in the fridge, if that thing is hot, don't do it. Don't put it inside. Wait. Let it become cold before you put it inside. Don't put hot things in the fridge. If you do that, you pay more. You pay more. It will waste energy. Ironing clothes in small batches instead of all at once. So you know that the whole week, these are the uniforms that you put on. The whole week, these are the dresses that you wear. What you have to do is, you have to iron all of them at a go. Don't say, oh, Monday, don't say Monday, I'll iron this. Tuesday, I'll iron this. Wednesday, I'll iron this. If you do that, you are wasting energy. But if you do it once, you are saving energy. Okay. Now, what can we do to save energy? We have seen how energy is wasted. Electrical energy is wasted. The things that we do that waste electrical energy. Shall we look at them once again? Okay. So, the things that we do that waste electrical energy. When we leave our electrical bulbs on, when we are not in there, in the house or when you are not around. Okay, the next one is using incandescent bulb. This bulb consumes a lot of energy, so if you use this, you are wasting energy. Then leaving electronic appliances plugged in when they are not in use. So if you are not using it, just unplug it. So if you leave it plugged in, you are wasting energy. Also, those who like second-hand and faulty gadgets, those faulty gadgets, they consume more energy. Second-hand goods to also consume more energy. They are old, they need to be what? Trashed, but we go and buy them. They consume a lot of energy. Fridges too, we need to open when the doors are open, we need to close them. After opening, we need to close them, because if you leave it open, it will need more energy to work. So if you leave it open, it consumes more energy, and that causes wastage. Okay, the next one is putting hot food directly into a working fridge. So if you have a fridge and you want to put food inside, don't put hot food in the fridge. If you put hot food in the fridge, it will need more energy to make it cold. The last one, ironing clothes in batches instead of all at once. So the other thing that we do that waste the electrical energy is what? When we are ironing, you don't iron one, wait, the following day you iron another one, the following day you iron another one. No. Know the things that you use for a period of time, iron all of them at a go. Hang them. Anytime you want to wear, you go and pick them. Okay, now let's look at things that we can do to save energy. So how to conserve or use electricity efficiently. So these are the best ways that we can conserve energy, we can preserve energy. Okay, the first one, ironing should be done in bulk. So when we are ironing, we should iron our things, not only one, in bulk, in many. So if you know that this week I will need 3 uniforms, make sure you iron all of them once. Okay, the second point is that use energy saving bulbs such as fluorescent bulbs instead of incandescent bulbs. So this is the fluorescent bulb. We need to use this one. So if you have bulb and it is not this type, it is not fluorescent, it means the one that you are using is what? Incandescent, and that one consumes a lot of energy. Okay, so if you iron in bulk, you save energy or you conserve energy. If you also use this bulb, you conserve energy. The next one, avoid using second-hand or old electrical gadgets. So look at this. Mostly they are cheap, that is why we buy them. But cheap things are expensive too, you should know. These old ones, you don't need to, because they consume a lot of energy. So we shouldn't use second-hand or old electrical gadgets. Do not put hot food in the fridge. So another thing that you can do to save energy is that you shouldn't put hot food. Look at the food here. Look at the food here. You see hot food in the fridge. This is not the best way to put food in the fridge. You don't put hot food in the fridge. Okay. So number 5, turn off and unplug electrical gadgets when they are not in use. So you see this, you are not using the fan, you are not using the iron. What you have to do is to turn it off and then unplug it. Remove them, the plugs. So if you do this, you are conserving energy. The next one, close all windows and doors when the air conditioner is working. So if the air conditioner is working, you need to close all doors, you need to close all windows. don't leave them open. If you leave it open, you are giving double work to the air conditioner, and you have to pay for more watt energy. It will consume more watt energy. The last one, which is number 7, use energy efficient gadgets with higher energy efficient rating. So now let me show you this. This one is important. Anytime you are buying electrical gadgets, look for this. This is energy saving guard. So this guard will let you know. Here we have more stars, more saving. So if you want to save more energy, buy gadgets that have more stars. So we have 5 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you buy one star gadget, you pay more because it will consume a lot of electrical energy. If you buy 2, the same thing. So let's buy more. You buy 4 or you buy 5. I know you don't buy. Your parents buy for you. But when you grow and you are buying your things, buy what? Gadget that have 5 stars. You can even suggest this to your parents that you have learned something, that electrical gadget that have more stars save more watt energy. So whenever they want to buy something like that, they should look out for the number of stars. So the number of stars will determine the amount of energy that it will be what consumed. So if you don't want to consume more, or if you don't want to pay for more energy, you need to what? Buy what? A gadget with more stars. Okay. So these are the things that we need to do to conserve energy. The first one, when we are ironing, we should iron in bulk, not in what? In batches. 2, we should use fluorescent bulb instead of what? Incandescent bulb. We should use fluorescent bulb. Second-hand gadget too, we should what? Avoid using them. Here, you shouldn't put hot food in the fridge. We have number 5. We should turn our gadgets off, unplug them. Turn it off, unplug them. Here, our windows and our doors, we need to close them when the air conditioner is working. And also, we should buy gadgets, or we should use gadgets that are what? Energy efficient. Okay, so energy efficient gadgets have more stars. Now, this is what we have learned for today. We have learned about energy. We have seen that energy is important. And this type of energy, or this form of energy that we have learned, is what? Electrical what? Energy, or electricity. We use electricity in our homes, in school, at church, when we go to markets, offices, and other places. Electricity is very important. Without electricity, most of our gadgets cannot function. So for us to get electricity all the time, we need to use it efficiently. There are some things that we do that causes what? Wastage. We waste electrical energy. And there are some things that we do that also help us save or what? Conserve energy. So that is what we have learned. We have exercise 1, exercise 2, exercise 3, exercise 4, the home assignments. Make sure you do all of them. We are bringing our lesson to a close. My name is Paul William Sofori. We have Asante tree, we have a Biapin tree. Call the number, you get copies. We have science too. Call the number, you get copies. Thank you. Bye-bye.